Hey, this is Doug Gross with CNN Tech, and we're getting some first impressions today of the iPad mini. It's a 7.9-inch screen, and the big question was going to be, how's that going to look compared to some of the competitors? So let's be honest, the main innovation here is the size. It's smaller. Let's take a look at what's out there. This is your Google Nexus 7. That's a 7-inch tablet. This is the first generation Kindle Fire from Amazon, also 7-inch tablet. There's your new iPad mini, 7.9, and there's your traditional iPad, that's 9.7 inches. So now one of the main selling points that Apple and the other makers of the smaller tablets have for these things is how portable they are, how easy they are to carry around. Here's your Kindle Fire, 7-inch screen. I'm holding it in my hand just fine. The iPad mini, it's got that little bit bigger screen. It's a little bit tougher carry. Quinn, why don't you come give this a try? Give the Kindle Fire shot in one hand.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go. So Apple, in their advertisements and such, are showing that this is how you're going to hold your toy and play with it. That works fine for me, but Quinn, why don't you give this a shot? See if that's as comfortable for you as it was for me.
I'm stretching out my hands.
A little bit of a stretch. You probably wouldn't hold it that way if it were up to you, would you?
This might be
a little more like folks handle the regular iPad.
Yep.
So that's a consideration. It depends on whether that's important to you or not, but if that was a selling point, there's a little more real estate to deal with here. One thing Apple did not do with the iPad mini, it does not have the same high definition display, the Retina display they call it, that the most recent generations of the iPad have. Looking at it right here, I can definitely see high definition, no high definition. There's some speculation they may bring it in on the mini in future generations, but for right now, it's going to look a little bit more like your iPad 2 screen looks. Now, one big point that Apple has made is that the size ratio on the iPad mini and the original iPad are the same. So even though they're a different size, all of the apps that have been written for the iPad are going to render looking just as nice on the iPad mini. In the past, a lot of people who have had iPhones may have seen apps that translated from the iPhone to the iPad, and it was small or it was really stretched out. Apple is saying that that's not going to be your case. If it looks good on the iPad, it's going to look just as good on the iPad mini. What we're going to find out, I think, here is whether this demand that we've seen in the market for smaller tablets has been because people want a smaller tablet, or is it because they want a cheaper tablet? Now you've got your Nexus 7, your Kindle Fires, those are going for $199. Your iPad mini is going to be $329, so it's going to be a good $130 more. So we're going to see if this market really exists, if they've kind of found the sweet spot on size, on price, on features. Time will tell.